Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today's episode we are going to talk about is now the time to sell Binance. Also, why that blue line on the thumbnail was so important for Bitcoin, and also some other news right after a message from our sponsor. Now, before we get into things, I did just want to say sorry, guys. This has been a rough week for making videos, just because it's been a holiday here. Things have been closed, different stuff like that. And when you don't have your own home studio, it makes it more difficult to make videos. But I will say, on the plus side, I did get to have like Super Soaker Wars with everybody in the city for the past week. And then also, today, I get to go watch a man stick his head in an alligator's mouth. So that's pretty darn exciting. Or maybe a crocodile. I'm not sure. I'll let you know later. Anyways, what's going on today? I'll tell you what's going on today. The market cap is $178 billion. Bitcoin dominance 52%. Top gainers for today, Binance Coin, Tezos, Crypto.com chain. Top losers, Maximine Coin, Pivx, and Wacky Chain, whatever the chain. Bitcoin sitting at 52.51, Ethereum at 171, XRP at 33 cents, and Bcash at 297. Where's SV? 58. Bitcoin SV is at 58. Now, if we take a look at this graph here, this blue line, which is somewhat behind me, is good news. And I talked about it a little bit on the video previously. Obviously, I didn't talk about it enough. Some other YouTubers made it their thumbnail pick, so I figured, what the hell? Better late than never, but never late is better. That's the saying. That's all the way the saying goes. But we'll talk about why that's important. Before we do, right now, just like a little bit of a wedge here, just waiting for a breakout, up or down. Still holding above the 200-day moving average, which is great. The MACD still says hold stablecoin. That's what it says. So that's what I'm doing. And why is this blue line so awesome? You can see this blue line holds the tops here, and then now it's the bottoms here. Well, it's so awesome because it literally is a textbook BARR bottom. Hint, bears are fucked. BARR means bump and run reversal. Now, why is that so important? Well, I went and looked it up, and this is one of the best sites for looking up anything chart related. This is Bulkowski's the trading pattern site, or the pattern site. That's it, thepatternSite.com. Okay, well, this is a really good site. He talks about his bump and run reversal bottoms. Now, originally he called them bump and run formations, but apparently the acronym BARF didn't really stick as well as BAR. Wonder why. He talks about the bump and run reversal is a chart pattern that's a surprisingly good performer for both bull and bear markets. It has a low break-even failure rate and a high average rise after the breakout. Well, how high? Let's talk about that. The break-even failure rate is 7%. The average rise is 57%. And the percentage meeting price target, which would be the pattern's top, is 76%. So that means 3/4 of the time you're actually going to make that, you're going to meet the top, and the average rise is 57%. So how do you trade this is a good question. Well, he talked about it right here. Anyways, I'll just tell you on this chart. So basically, how you trade it is you watch this pattern. So this is the lead-in right here. This part where it's leading in, they call that the lead-in. And then we have the bump. That's the bump, okay? And then we have the run. The run is after we break through this blue line made by the lead-in. We break through it, test it, which we did right here, and then we run for 57% profits on average, which would put us right at about $7,800 with a, you know, a 75% chance of getting there. So that's pretty badass in terms of what it means for Bitcoin. So potentially we may see some price going up in the near future. Also in the news, my man Omkar Godbol, I don't actually know him, but he does do good price reviews for CoinDesk. He says Bitcoin price indicator turns bullish in first since early 2018. Now, what price indicator might he use, you might ask? None other than my favorite, the old MACD, the lagging indicator. He says Bitcoin's 2-week moving average, 2-week MACD histogram has turned positive for the first time since February 2018, signaling a longer-term bearish to bullish trend change. maybe he watched my video a couple weeks ago where I said the bear market is over. Or maybe he didn't because he's probably, he can probably figure it out on his own. But he says, while the MACD is a lagging indicator, historical data provides the previous bull market began following a positive crossover on the indicator. However, the hourly chart MACD shows bad, so the price could be going back down to 5,000. He said, blah 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 blah. But basically, if we take a look here, all right, this is right now. Okay, we see this the 2-week MACD here in the red, and this is back in 2015 where we see the 2-week MACD in the red. Well, there's this crossover right here. We just experienced a crossover right here. Now we're saying, why is that important? Well, it's worth noting that the indicator moved above zero 4 months before the bullish breakout and 12 months before the mining reward halving that took place in July 2016. The MACD's latest bullish return is already accompanied by a falling channel breakout on the chart and has already turned positive 12 months before Bitcoin's third halving reward. So take a look at that. Does history repeat itself? No, but it certainly rhymes. And this seems to be rhyming pretty well. We might have the beginning of a bull run. Now, commensurately, Bitcoin fees jumped to near 1-year highs, which should make everybody go to Bitcoin Satoshi's vision because that's obviously going to be lower fees or Lightning Network or whatever. But the fees have jumped up, obviously because more people transacting, buying Bitcoin, selling Bitcoin, whatever they're doing, from about 50 cents to about $1 to $2. Now, that's it for Bitcoin in the news today. Other big news today, Binance reveals her timeline for BNB cryptocurrencies move off Ethereum. Coming up, Binance has a busy week coming up, I'll tell you that. April 22nd, they're delisting Bitcoin SV. April 23rd, they're going to be migrating from the old network to the new network, Binance Change. Their decentralized exchange. That's not really a decentralized exchange, It's like, I can't come up with an analogy real fast, but it's like something that's not really something. Kind of like doublespeak. Anyways, it's not a decentralized exchange. It's more like a non-custodial exchange, which means that it's a centralized exchange, still run by CZ, still very centralized, where they just don't hold your private keys. You get to hold your private keys. So a little bit more security for you. Instead of them just giving you an IOU, you actually hold your private keys. So that's actually you holding your money, but it's still a very centralized exchange. However, they're calling it a DEX just because those things are popular. But anyways, April 23rd, the day after delisting Bitcoin SV, they are going to be activating their Binance chain. And that'll be awesome. So for anybody who has Binance tokens on the Binance exchange, you can just leave them there. On August 23rd, they'll be converted instantaneously. However, if for some reason you want to hold on to your ERC20 BNB tokens, you need to take them off chain before that time. Now, some people may want to do that for trading, as there will be disparities in the price. But other than that, eventually you will need to convert all of your tokens to the BEP20, I don't know, their own type. There it is, the BEP2 BNB tokens. Okay, so eventually they'll need to be from ERC20 to the BEP2. Now, this further article says, be wary of any project that migrates its tokens to Binance Change. Now some projects can have a wrapped B token, which is totally fine. Okay, that just allows them to have greater liquidity leveraging BNB pairs. But if some project is going to put his whole project just on BNB chain, be careful, because that means his project has no unique functionality. So this guy says the only time a unique token actually needs to be issued is if that token is programmed with unique functionality defined within a smart contract. This is what provides stapps the ability to expand the functionality of the platform besides simply transferring assets from A to B. As Binance Chain has no smart contract functionality, it doesn't, there are no uniquely programmed assets. Therefore, if a dApp can migrate to Binance Chain without compromising the services offering, then it's a glaring indicator there's no reason for that token to exist in the first place. So that's just something to keep an eye out for. Now, in the title of the video, I said, is it time to sell BNB? Might be worth considering. If you look at a lot of other cryptocurrencies that, had a big hubbub going up to the mainnet launch, and then the mainnet launched, and then nothing, price dropped. might be an indicator that that could be happening for Binance Coin, as we've seen nearly linear growth, kind of parabolic right there, but very linear growth in Binance Coin's charts recently. Probably get it above my head. There you go. Especially over the past 6 months to a year. In the past year, okay, very strong growth, potentially with people expecting this Binance chain being launched. Well, now, kind of like you buy the rumor, sell the news. Well, we have buy the rumor of the main chain, and then sell the main chain. Not financial advice, but it's definitely worth considering with how a lot of other chains perform after their mainnet launch. And things can't go up forever, okay? Things that did go up forever were things like BitConnect until they crashed. Now, in the news today or yesterday or the day before, Coinbase expands crypto-to-crypto trading to 11 more countries. So this is somewhat exciting. There were people talking about it on Telegram, how they've included Argentina, Mexico, Peru, Colombia, India, Chile, Hong Kong, South Korea, Indonesia, the Philippines, and New Zealand. They can now access crypto-to-crypto exchanging services, which sounds really great. I remember about a year or two ago, I had a friend in India who had a very hard time getting Bitcoin just because Coinbase wasn't used there. He had to go through some other exchanges. So I was wondering, now that they offer it in India, do they offer just buying Bitcoin? Apparently not. So I looked up what countries can you buy Bitcoin in on Coinbase, and India is not here, so they're not listed there. I don't know if that's going to be changing sometime soon, but as of right now, you can only do kind of crypto-to-crypto exchanges on there, not particularly buying and selling Bitcoin, which is somewhat rare. But if things are different, definitely let me know down in the description. And lastly, because I like to end with some good news for all you Ripplers out there, you Ripple holders, you XRPers, XRP Army, man, yeah. Okay, so XRP may soon get integrated into Skype. I was trying to remember this funny XRP joke that somebody made on Valentine's Day about, oh, the clitoris has like 20,000 nerve endings, but still not as sensitive as the XRP Army. That's like one of my favorite things about XRP Army. But anyways, XRP may soon get integrated into Skype, says Weiss Ratings. Now Weiss Ratings, obviously true in everything they publish, and why they're publishing about XRP, I don't exactly know. But they may soon get integrated into Skype, picking up access to 300 million users for the XRP TipBot app to send messages to users. Now the TipBot app, so this is apparently good news because 300 million more people can use XRP. Are they going to use it? I don't know, because it's already available on Outlook, Reddit, Twitter, Gmail. Do people use it there? Not really, only Ripplers. However, the price of Ripple went up quite dramatically, as you can see in this graph here, and Twitter or Crypto Rand says XRP to $300 before the end of the week, which would go in line with a lot of Ripple predictions where they say $589 by the end of the year or $300 before the end of the week. Now the problem with this is that, at least in this case, news companies didn't know this was a joke. So this ZY Crypto says crypto analyst predicts XRP will reach $300 before the end of the week. If you read the actual Twitter post, you can tell very easily that it is a joke. However, here, not so much. And last little piece of news, Bitcoin and crypto bonds on the horizon as central banks eye billions in private sector investment. Now, how these bonds are exactly going to work, I'm not exactly sure, but they're could be somewhat paired with reserves in these countries like Afghanistan, producing a lot of lithium, Uzbekistan producing a lot of cotton. Tunisia doesn't say, but they want to talk about using hyperledger fabric. So it's not particularly sure whether they actually mean Bitcoin bonds or cryptocurrency bonds, but that's something that they're talking with the International Monetary Fund about. So that's actually big central banks getting involved in cryptocurrency. Even more interesting. So that's all the news for today, guys. If you're interested in trading more often, like on a daily, regular basis, I definitely recommend Signal Profits. You can get a 14-day trial for $7 down in the description. Earn returns like that, 18% in 2 days, 16% in 14 hours. So you can get good stuff like that. Also, check out Monarch Wallet, 1,900 cryptocurrencies. You can buy and sell Bitcoin on there. And also, they have the ERC20 exchange all in the wallet. So other than that, I'm going to go watch a dude get his head bit off by an alligator. I will catch you all later. Love you. Peace.